South Holt, and welcome to the Nightly News with Perry Murphy, Sarah Gordon, Allison Bunyanstock, Clayton Book, and Clifford York. And now your news anchors, Sarah Gordon and Clayton Book.
Hello students, staff, and patrons, and welcome to the fourth installment of the Nightly News. I'm Clayton Book here with co-anchor Sarah Gordon.
Nearly 2 inches of ice couldn't chill the warm spirits of the South Holt Elementary as they performed a medley of Christmas favorites. Newswoman Allison Bunyanstock is reporting.
For the first time ever at South Holt, a preschool class performed as part of the elementary program on December 19, 2007 under the guidance of Ms. Letitia Oswald, preschool teacher. 20 preschool students sang and recited Christmas music and poetry. Also performing were students from the kindergarten through 2nd grade. Students from 3rd through 6th grade sang while performing a play. The concert was originally to be held on the 11th of December, but according to Ms. Kirchhoff, the program had to be rescheduled. Due to the rescheduling, the students didn't have a practice program, leaving some of the teachers worried about the concert.
Well, of course, we practiced in my classroom during their regular music times, but because of the ice storm and missing a lot of class, we didn't have an all-school program practice. We just came that night and did our best, and it turned out great.
Nevertheless, Ms. Kirchhoff said they did their best with about 200 people in attendance.
The elementary students were not the only students performing this holiday season. The high school band, chorus, and show choir also performed a cornucopia of selections for the community and family members. Perry Murphy has the coverage.
Due to the recent ice storm, students at South Holt were limited to only 6 weeks of practices before performing December 18th at the annual Christmas program. However, according to Ms. Kirchhoff, the students did very well under the circumstances.
I thought everyone did really well. The fact that we were off of school for 4 days because of the ice storm and then had to come back and give a program after 2 days, it made a few things a little rough, but they did very well. I was pleased.
The same night, Miss Alfred led the high school band in its performance. According to Miss Alfred, the band was probably more prepared before the ice storm, but they performed well for having nearly a week without practice. Due to the rescheduling, only about 100 people were in attendance.
Looks like it was 2 nights of good quality entertainment for the South Holt community.
Christmas spirit was running high on December 20th for students and staff in both the high school and elementary, as it was the last scheduled day of the semester before Christmas break. Mrs. Kirchhoff continued a 24-year South Holt tradition of Christmas caroling in the hallways before school. As students filed into school on December 20th, they were greeted by Christmas carols in the main entrance of the school. As Sally Kirchhoff played the piano, students and teachers filled the hallway singing the classic Christmas carols we all know and love. This tradition has been carried on for 24 years at South Holt. The ABCs of character education were presented to the elementary by surprise guest Casey Wolf, mascot of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Even though the Kansas City Chiefs had less than a stellar season, that didn't stop South Holt Elementary students from enjoying a visit from team mascot and team favorite Casey Wolf. Mr. Dan Mears, also known as Casey Wolf, made his appearance at South Holt and talked to the students during an assembly about the ABCs of success: attitude, behavior, and character. Mr. Mears stressed to the students that during his 18 years in professional sports, he learned in order to be successful in life, it takes attitude, behavior, and character. As part of his motivational speech, Mr. Mears showed the students a video of his favorite stunts performed as Casey Wolf.
Like the Chiefs, the South Holt Knights are off to a winning season. The boys recently took second in the Fairfax tournament and defeated 2 Class II schools, North Platte and East Buchanan, moving their record to 9-4. The South Holt boys basketball team recently raised their record to 9-4 by winning 5 of their last 6 games. The Knights captured 2nd place in the Fairfax tournament after defeating Nottoway Holt 76-48. The Knights then disposed of the Rockport Blue Jays 42-33. Unfortunately, the Knights couldn't handle the home team, the Fairfax Bulldogs, losing in the championship game 42-50. Senior Taven Nelch and sophomore Tyler Costello were selected to the all-tournament team. Then the Knights went on a 3-game winning streak, defeating Class II schools East Buchanan and North Platte, and avenging their loss to the Bulldogs by defeating them in a conference matchup. Tuesday, January 15th, the Knights fell behind the East Buchanan Bulldogs 7-0 early in the first quarter, before mounting a vigorous comeback in which they took the lead with 4 minutes to go. Strong free throw shooting down the stretch allowed the Knights to escape with a victory.
Taven Nelch led the Knights with 18 and Toby Prusman with 15. After only one day of practice, the Knights then focused their attention on the North Platte Panthers from the KCI Conference. In one of their best performances of the season, the Knights dispatched the Panthers 74-68. The Knights were again led by the Nelch-Prusman combination, with Nelch scoring 21 and Prusman adding 18. Only 6 days removed from a previous loss to the Fairfax Bulldogs, the Knights avenged that loss 51-42 with a conference victory. The Knights jumped out to a large early lead before the Bulldogs cut the lead to 1 point midway through the fourth quarter. However, a Bulldog technical, which resulted in a 7-point play, gave the Knights an 8-point lead, allowing the Knights to run out the clock. The Knights were led by Taven Nelch 20 points and Tyler Costello 13.
Hoping to raise money for their upcoming senior trip, the class of 2008 recently held a pancake supper including pancakes, sausage, milk, and orange juice. Statistical analysis shows that 125 customers were served for the Knights' home basketball game. In order to help raise funds for this year's senior trip, the seniors held a pancake supper on January 15th. The supper featured an all-you-can-eat menu with pancakes, sausage, milk, and orange juice. With the help of class sponsors and parents, the seniors served 125 customers. According to class sponsor Sally Kirchhoff, the proceeds will be used to help pay for transportation and hotel fees on the senior trip. The seniors will also be hosting a chili supper on February 22nd.
Again, this has been a hard-hitting nightly news report.
We'll catch you next time, South Holt.